Hello there, and welcome to this episode of A Tiny Dot in Space, where I play the various regions, territories, states, counties, provinces, whatever you call them, of the nations across the world. And I do so on GeoGuessr, wherever it is possible to do so. And the objective is basically explore, see things I haven't seen before, get to know the countries, and maybe have a good time, and score 25,000 points on GeoGuessr in whatever region I am playing at any given point. If I succeed in playing the region to 25,000 points, well, it is taken off my list of regions to play and will not feature in the series again. And if I fail, well, it remains on the list and may be featuring at a later date. And the picking of these regions, in terms of the order I record them in and play them in, is completely at random. I do not know which region I will play until I sit down to record, and then I will use a random number generator to generate a number that corresponds with the region on my list, and I will play that region. And if I have to, usually I have, I will draw a map or make a map of the region before I play. So recently I've started using a script for making hand-picked maps, which is where you can put in various parameters on what sort of locations you want. And Norwegian GeoGuessr /P has been very helpful in that regard, and provided me with this app and his tool that allows me to create these maps. And so what I'm doing, at least until this point in the series, I use a script that will give me 70% inhabited areas and 30% whatever else, or that can also be, well, completely at random, so 30% of whatever is on the map. And yeah, and today we're going to Guatemala, by the way. I just zoomed in on it without telling you where I went. So yeah, we're in Guatemala today, and we are in the Departamento de Sacatepéquez, or the Sacatepéquez department, which is right next to the capital of Guatemala. And it is home to, I believe it is the old capital of Guatemala, which is called Antigua Guatemala, which sits down here in the middle, which is a place that I've seen quite a lot while playing GeoGuessr. It is when you play matches and stuff and duels. When you are put into Guatemala, quite a few times you will find yourself in Antigua Guatemala. It seems to be a very interesting town. Got quite a lot of old buildings that make it look rather unique. So yeah, this department has 330,000 odd people. It's tiny, 465 square kilometers. That is one of the smallest regions that has featured so far in the series. And the capital, of course, is the town of Antigua Guatemala, which has about 46,000 people. That's of 2018. So yeah, there are volcanoes here. So this might be an explosive round. We'll see. So we'll just go and make a challenge out of this. I'll copy the link and put it in a document for safekeeping, so I can post it later when I'm done editing and posting this on YouTube. So let's see. That's an interesting bit of road. So yeah, I'm trying to learn some of the metas, as they call it, i.e. the peculiarities or the idiosyncrasies of the various countries that can make you go like, oh yeah, I know this. This is Guatemala, for instance. So I wonder if roads that are paved in actual cobblestones is a Guatemalan thing, or whether that is, well, when I say Guatemalan thing, I mean something that is common than just more than a few roads here and there. Like we do cobblestones here in Norway, where I live as well. There's something. It's but this is more like proper cobblestoning of of, yeah, a whole network of roads in this town or village or city or whatever it is. Let's see. We're heading south, so we came from the east. Okay. And Venta de Zapatas Europa. Okay. Don't think that told me anything. I wonder if we might be in Antigua. Kind of has that feel. It must be on the outskirts in that case. So let's see. And we got a very tall peak to the west. Well, not a very tall peak. We got a peak. And who's this bloke following us? Got the sports stadium. Now, if the image would load, there we go. Maybe this club here has a fuera de juego. Juego means game, doesn't it? Fuera. Maybe we got something here. San Miguel Dueños, maybe? Fuentes del Valle, San Miguel. 10 minutes to Antigua. Okay, so let's see. So maybe we can find it here. If we're 10... Dueñas. That's the name. Now let's see if this is the place. So right now I'm heading south. Oh, there's another thing here as well. Oh yeah, okay. Municipalidad de Yocotenango. Oh, okay. So that means we're not guaranteed to be here. And the roads don't really match with the sports fields here, do they? And, but we could conceivably be here, if this is indeed the place. Park Infantil. Okay. So I guess that's a playground or something. So... nah. This doesn't look right, does it? Nah. That does not look right. I mean, we could be here. But that doesn't look right. To me, at least. I think there were more houses. Oh, sorry, fewer houses. And I don't think we were up here. No, that doesn't make sense at all. So we might not be there. How about in this place? Altenango. Jocotenando. It says on that one. So Alotenango, do we have Jocotenando? Oh, it's a little harder. So let's see. So we got those mountain peaks over there to the west. We could be in La Aurora. Do we have... Well, we do have mountains here as well. So... I don't know. San Miguel Dueñas, Fuentes del Valle. But those are properties for sale. And what does it say here? Marcos Gonzalez Alcalde. Might be just the name of the stadium that's been named for some person. Now we can move into this place. Marcos Gonzalez. Bus stop. And we're paving the roads. Okay, and this is a proper sports complex though. So... No, this is not where we are. And there was... And if we are in... Nah, we're not in this place either. So what am I missing here? Well, I usually tend to miss stuff. Well, let's see now. Can we catch some street name? That's Marcos Gonzalez again. Is this someone who's up for election, maybe? These streets are... Dang, they're narrow. 3rd Street. And it's going straight north. So we're not in Dueñas. But we could be here in Alotenango. So where would 3rd Street be? If it even has a number. Guess we could be... Could we be up in one of these, though? We got a 3rd Street here. But I do not think... No, we were not here. That is fairly certain. So how about San Lorenzo del Cubo? That could have worked, except that's a park. And this is a... Well, I guess we could be in... I guess we could be in Antigua as well. Let's see. So, but here we got avenidas going north, south, and not the calles. So that doesn't work either. Nah, let's get back on the main road. And this stadium... I wish it had any hint of an affiliation with the local sports club or something. But school buses, they sometimes have useful information. Let's see. Not that one, though. So, Municipalidad de Jocotenango, something like that. And I haven't seen Jocotenango on the map. So let's just say that I'm very wrong and might be somewhere completely different. That is, of course... Oh, wait, here's a Jocotenango. Why haven't I spotted that before? Estadio Pensativo. No, that's not it. We want street number 3, Secunda. They're also going in the wrong directions, though. But this road here... Wait. This could be it, this area here. Let's see now. So... Why is stuff so slow to load today? I think that is probably that. And now we're going to check for Administración. That must be the Gimnasio Municipal de Jocotenango. Well, let's see now. Spot for skating? Well, maybe. Don't know how recent this footage is. Oh my god. There's a number 1 on that wall there. Don't know if it signifies the road number, but I would just like to see one business. Let's see, there's a cafeteria here, apparently. Well, that's a definite maybe. But we got... Yeah, the road is doing the right thing. Yeah, this has to be the place, right? We got a long building here. Why is things taking so long to load today? Probably gate for that road, I think. Okay, so far, hey, stop that. This can be tough to get right. Let's see now. Can we see any of these side streets? That's quite the bend we got going on here. So here I'm going northwest. Guess we could be here. Let's see, so if we go on, the road is going slightly north of east, yes? And there should be a road coming down on the side here. There's not, but this footage is not... I don't think it's quite recent. There's a road going down here. I assume that's that one. Let's see. So we are... If I'm to be the judge of this, and I am... I am the judge of this at the moment. We should be around here. I just want to seek some more confirmation of that. And the road goes a little bit like that. And here is a road going up. That ought to be that one. So I'm going to say we're there. Good. Okay, that took a little long. What? Are we just literally up the road? Let's see, Joko Tenango. So, let's see, so here we're heading south by southwest. It could be here. Let's, that's just silly. The 1200 locations to pick from. I want to get something almost in the identical location. We're just up the road. So if I just go down here, well, that looks awful familiar. Yep, here's the spot from the previous round. Well, still have to pin this. I believe this must be that. And if it is... Oop, hang on. Yeah, there's a bit of misalignment here, so... There-ish should be good. I just want to... Yeah, has the road gone up to the side? So... Let's go with that. Okay. Next one. Oh, no cobblestones. What? Okay. We got the concrete road. And let's see. And we're on the bend. Oh no. If you follow this series, you know how I feel about trying to pin places in bends. Not my favorite pastime. Footage is a little old, 2017. And, well, going uphill is the wrong option. The good stuff is usually downhill. So that's a very tight bend. So that's one to... Let's see, I don't like it when I skip bends because that makes it a little hard to get a mental image of the area. So let's say first one hard to the left. I guess that just tells us to slow it down. Something like that. Then we are getting a hard right. Oh, okay, so it does. It just jumps across the curve. Okay. And then we get another hard-ish left. Oh, I'm going northwest now. And another hardish left. Very hard left. Very hard left. And we get a hard right again. And I don't know what's with the slow loading today. Let's see. So, yeah, there are plenty of roads this could be. So, you see there are all like squiggly things and in all sorts of directions. So, it does have a general westwardly bent though, so it could be on this one. That actually matches that curve we had just now. So now we might be down here. Let's see. So now we get a rather strong right. That now takes us northwestish, yes, and immediately we go into a sharp left. That should take us about southwesterly into another right-hander, and that will take us northwesterly, and into another left-hander, that will take us onto a little straight. Yes. What is with the footage today? Huh. Yep, and we are on a small straight. Okay, yeah, that's good. That ought to mean that we are somewhere on this bend. Let's see, so I'm looking south. Almost due south. Yeah, but this bit of road is almost due south. So let's see. And here we're going north. Ah, okay, so we are down here somewhere. Because here now we're on this bit, and this is gonna be a very sharp right-hander. Taking us southeast. No, east by southeast. Yeah. And it curves gently, so we are somewhere on that bend. Ooh, I don't like that. Let's see, we're looking slightly west of south. And that bend just ends just around the bend. Well, just the bend ends just around the bend. Yeah, that's pretty much about the most astute thing you've said in a long time. Would go so far to say that we are around here. Me no likey. Do we have any references? No. So yeah, so we're slightly east of north. Trouble is this is that straight that we had got up ahead is not clearly defined here. So it could be anywhere from here to here. But let's see, there's one thing though. We cannot see very far up the road. We do see a distance though. So I'm gonna leave it there. Good man. Oof. Los Nazarenos. Okay, that's a peak. That could well be the Volcán de Agua. Could be La Aurora as well, but I think it's the Agua. But could be others. Let's see. The trouble with the Volcán de Agua is that we don't have any roads leading directly south to it. And especially not here in Antigua. Unless we are here. And this road is not quite straight south. It's a little west of south. So it could actually be this one. Let's see. Except one thing. This place isn't there. So let's rethink. We could be here. That sounds like looks like a better prospect. So what if we are in this neighborhood? Well, what do you know? Okay, let's not be hasty. I've been that way too many times and got my nose punched for it in this game so many times before. This must be... Oh, wait, wait. Okay, now we are... Now we're here. And that must be that one, I reckon. So this is here. Now we're here. And that should mean that now we are here. And the building we got here now is that one. So now we're passing that. We're coming on to the next building, which must be this one. Yeah, that's starting to look pretty right now. Oh yeah, maybe I should have looked inside. We got this road coming here and we got that square thingy in there. Yeah, it's gotta be right. So we're, let's see, yeah. Good. Final round already? Okay. Yeah, that was the first round that was a little messy. And these other rounds have gone fairly alright. This though. Yep, I guess we can say that cobblestone is definitely a meta in this area. Let's see. Se confesionan pantalones adornos en cortes. I have no idea what we're talking about, but pantalones isn't that like pants? There we go. Whoa, that's a drop. Makes you glad it's not in Norway, because imagine walking up and down this road in winter when it freezes. You got ice on the whole thing. Woohoo! It would make a lot of way noises going down. Now, let's see. 320. Could that mean that we are on a Kaya 30 or something? Not 33, I mean. And let's see, if we're looking northeast. How about this place? It doesn't quite look right, though. Okay, what mountains can I see? I cannot see the volcanoes. Let's head down into town. Whoa, that is a drop. San Francisco, you got some competition here. Lisbon as well. Tigo. Guatemala. Ahora en San Lucas. San Lucas. Do we have a San Lucas here? Yes, we do have a San Lucas. What's this look then? Third Avenida. No, we're not on the third Avenida, are we? We're not on this Kaya either, I think. Okay, let's just, yeah, we're going westwards pretty much. That could work with the third, this must be the third Kaya of this town. I think I might be putting too much store in my, no, this is 522. Oh, here we go. So, fifth Kaya, third zone. Well, we're crossing the 10th. Definitely not here in San Lucas. Wait, oh, and it said zone 3. How about zone 4? How about this place? We're going westwards. That is what the compass says nominally. What it actually says, now that is another story. Let's have a look at the sun. The sun is in the south. That's a perfectly good direction. Let's see. We are on. Please load. Yes, this is where we got that incredibly steep road. And I did follow it to its conclusion, didn't I? So here we go. I just went straight down the hill, didn't I? It still says 5 on the buildings here. It said 3 up where I started. But there's that funky building, which is here. So, at least for the moment, the directions are correct. And now we need to figure out. So, this is now it says the 5th Kaya. Yeah, because we're on the 5th Kaya. And this is not the 10. It's not the 10. It's the... Oh, this is dangerous. It's probably this one. Back to where we started. So looking westwards. So this is south. So it could be here. And we're looking eastwards. I would just like one single business. One single business to correspond with what the map says. Let's see, so we got a road going to the north. That might be the thing going in here. And then we got something going into the south. What we got here? Is that the 4th Kaya? Yes, finally. That is the 4th Kaya. We are... Oh, gods, I want to get this right now. Oof. This is not simple. This thing here could be that big blocky thing there, but I don't think so. Let's see. So the next roads are up there. could actually be the case. That could actually be the case. So if that's right, this location shouldn't be too horrible. Easy one to miss, though. Let's see. Let's check one more thing. The direction on the road now is pretty much straight east, slightly north of east. So if I say we're there, that took a lot of effort. But we got there in the end, and that final round, that was... I mean, I'm used to the compass being incorrect in photospheres, but for the compass to be that weirdly borked as it was in some of those streets in the city, or town rather, I don't think I've seen anything like it before. So that was tough. The 3 middle rounds were okay, but that round, ugh. But at least we got it, and we got 25,000 points. So, Sacatepéquez goes off my list, and we're done with that for now. And, but even if we're done with it, I'm still glad that you're here with me on a tiny dot in space, and I hope you will stick around to see where we will be going in the next episode when it's up. Until then, bye-bye.